All right, so what's up? How's everyone doing? This is episode 2 of Rollin with Hayes. I got a good amount of positive energy vibes, everything from the first one that we did, so I definitely want to run it back for you all again, kind of just go through, kind of sorry, sometimes when you're doing the Rollin with Hayes, people don't be knowing how to drive, but there was a lot that happened in the market today as well. We have a lot of the ordinals popping off. There's another rune that came out, so that's kind of something that some people have started to get involved with. You have another one of like the shit coins, as they call it, that kind of came out. So that's kind of like some talk. Then if you go over to Ethereum, another like Pepe type meme came out that people were kind of looking into. And then you have DeGods under 2. That's kind of something that a lot of people didn't see coming. They were over 10 for a while. Something else, kind of just looking at the markets, you have Pudgy Penguins. They tapped out a little over like 22, 23 Ethereum. And I saw them recently at like 14. So they kind of had to move backwards. I don't think they're done though. And then looking at Solana, Mad Lads is having a little run. I saw some things on Tensorian. Fraganas had their run too. Fraganas, a lot of people think that that's like wash trading and people just manipulating the price about like a couple Solana or two, which could be the case, but I'm not going to knock you if you're getting your money. I mean, I had 7 Fraganas and I just tried to like pull a soul out of each one of them. So I did that, and then I did some of the lucky buys or the YOLO buys. I've been kind of doing that too. So I'll start with that. The alpha on the YOLO buys is if you end up focusing on the YOLO buys, if you win on Tensor, so this is Tensor. I'll do also Magic Eden after this. But if you're on Tensor and you do the YOLO buys, if you win, you just get your NFT. But the benefit is, seems like the prices are better on Tensor than they are on Magic Eden. So that's kind of why I've been doing Tensor more so. And then kind of just taking it a step further, if you lose, you end up getting their rewards, like the stars, points, however you want to end up calling it. But yeah, so if you lose, you get those, you kind of collect those. Of course, there's going to be some sort of token reward for it, which of course everybody's always trying to figure out a way to end up getting a token out of things. So that's kind of the big thing that's over there that people are excited for, trying to figure out how they can get their allocation for it. And I mean, another way some people are taking part in all this is just picking up the NFT. Like if you have the NFT itself, you'll end up getting, and more than likely, an allocation that way too. So that's kind of the other thing that people have been focusing in on. I normally only go for certain collections. Try to see which ones are going to offer you the most bang for your buck too. And so that's why I've done like Fraganas, because you can look at the risk to reward from that, and you can get a Solana or 2 out of it. Well, sorry, you can get 0.8 to a Solana out of it, which is something that I think is worth it. I know some people probably try to look for more, and I noticed when I did Parcel, so at one point Parcel was at around 16 Solana, and you could end up squeezing 3 Solana out of that, which that's perfect. If you can do a YOLO buy and then get 3 Solana, the price is now 3 Solana, that's $450 you just made. On the flip side to it, so the highest you can get is 75%. Some people always thought that, 75%, it almost guarantees you. I've had some great days where I've been able to squeeze out 6, 7 Solana, but then I've had days where I've lost back-to-back ones. And that's really where that 75% does come in. So, of course, there is the risk to it. Don't go thinking you're going to jump into YOLO buy and win every time, because it doesn't happen. On the flip side to it, just talking about Magic Eden, that's where they have the lucky buy. You end up getting like the Magic Eden points, well, the diamonds. So they had Solana, whereas retroactively you're able to collect those. Next week, you're going to be able to retroactively collect your Ethereum diamonds, and then I assume after that they're going to do Bitcoin, so you can end up collecting those. Taking that kind of a step further, I saw on some people's different Twitter pages, one in particular, Vo, who does work for Magic Eden, she announced that, well, she didn't announce, they put out the question of, would you want to see Say be one of the ones that is added to Magic Eden? Magic Eden has a chokehold on the NFT marketplace because they have Polygon, they have Solana, they have Ethereum, Ordinals. The amount of money they're making, mad props to them, because when I first got involved in a lot of NFT stuff, they were straight Solana. Another thing that they're doing is like that NFT NYC, the Yacht Party, Magic Eden Yacht Party, but before it was straight Solana projects. Now they have so many, and it's impressive what you can see some of these companies do within the market. So that's kind of the thing there. Lucky Buy, same exact thing as YOLO Buy. Lucky Buy, you'll earn diamonds on both sides, which is better. The odds are probably all the same on all of them. I've just enjoyed using YOLO Buy better just because my margins are better over there. But you could probably find the right ones on Magic Eden and do the same thing. Of course, you're gambling, so there is a risk to all of this. Don't go thinking you're just going to go into it and then you're going to end up winning. So those are my 2 cents on kind of the gambling component of it, although all of this is gambling. The next thing I do want to say, and I mentioned this before, Mad Lads has started to see a small move up. Congrats to anyone that got the allocation. Like I mentioned before, you were able to get a hell of a lot of W. Well, when it does come out, if it stays at the current prices still. Tensor is another one that I've started to see kind of a run. So pay attention to them as you continue to go forward, because Tensor will have their points as well over there. That was the main ones. Part you could tell some people are starting to have fatigue and show fatigue for the airdrop farming, because Parcel was over 20 at one point, and now they've fallen back to around 12, 13 Solana. I was seeing it around 14, 15, but if you got in at 2 Solana and you rode it up to 20 Solana, that's a 10x right there for you. So congrats to anyone that was able to take part in that. Another one is Clanosaurus. Clanosaurus during NFT NYC, they will have some sort of packs. So that's kind of something else that I think is going to be of note. If you've ever gone to any of the Clanosaurus events, you know that they've given out different NFTs in their packs that they had. So this one's going to be no different, but potentially this could be crypto. I'm not trying to spread speculation or anything, but that's kind of something else that's been talked about. So those are some of my thoughts over there on Solana. Of course, anyone that knows me knows that's really where I made a lot of my money at. Ethereum, I do still hold my little pudgy. I try to take part in that layer 0 airdrop that will be coming. So every week I try to just send it to a different chain, sometimes BNB, Arbitrum, send it back to Ethereum. Although Ethereum got a little bit expensive with them gas fees. So try not to go put it on something that's too expensive of gas. But Bored Ape Yacht Club has been dropping. Pudgies has been dropping. I do think both of those will have their run up again. It's not over. I've heard some people recently saying that in the alt season world as well, they project like a 2018 alt season. If you were here during 2018, you know that was a run of runs. I really don't think it's going to be to that extent. Although I do believe a lot of money is going to pour in, and certain alts will have their day in the sun. I do not. That 2018 run was something to behold. You could throw money at anything, and it was going to run. Neo was a stupid runner. You had Nana, that was another runner. They just had different ones that were just going to run regardless. And that, when they say what a time to be alive, that was a time to be alive back then. But kind of just looking at other things, that's really much it on the Ethereum side. Mog coin is one that I've heard people start to talk about as well. So Mog has been talked about in some different influencer channels and groups. I just saw it now. It had touched 400 million. I can see that at least doing a 2x. Some people are believing for 1 billion. I'm not that type of person. anymore. Probably last cycle, I would have been the one that said, yeah, we're about to end up going to Valhalla. We're going to have like a 15x. I don't really do that anymore just because that's how you get your hopium up and then you don't cash out. So try to get my 2x, get out. On the other side is I've tried to put parameters in that if I lose 20%, I kind of just get out of a crypto. Yes, I know some people are like, this isn't the stock market, so you can't have that mindset. Trust me, when you've lost a lot, you've gotten scammed a couple of times, I promise you start to set parameters around things. But Mogcoin is one that a lot of people should probably pay attention to. Another one is Popcat. That's on Solana. DITH did drop. That was one that I did mention before. Bonk is one that I'm just going to be in love with forever with Bonk. So shout out to Stream Fun for that. Although it wasn't Stream Fun that did it. It was whoever the people that... I'm assuming some of this is because of when I had a DGOD. I'm just getting Bonk, but they put it through a vesting contract cycle in Stream Fund, which is the greatest thing they ever did. I joke around to anyone that listens or plays sports. You know that Allen Iverson has his whole contract set up, whereas he will never get all his money up front. It's over years just because they wanted to financially look out for him. The Stream Fund and Bonk looked out for me because I don't got to worry about none of those problems because every week I get my Bonk and then I throw it in the Bonk rewards, Bonk Dragon stuff, and then I'm just going to take it out September and hopefully it's a couple multiple X's, bring that out to my IRL world. We gonna be good over there. And then there's a token on Bitcoin that people have been talking on, another dog coin, which is Pup Coin. I don't have any of it. I just don't want to spread myself too thin on a lot of these. I do have Popcat. Of course, I have Bonk. I do have Mog. I got that today. And then I kind of am doing, and I'll start to give you guys parameters, but I'm doing not a 1K to whatever challenge, but a 1K to wherever this wants to go, just kind of seeing. And I did various different cryptos. So I have Dark, which is on Solana. That's an SPL token. I have Crown, which is a part of Photo Finish. I have Tau, which anyone knows I love Tau. I have... Damn, what else do I have? I had a couple NFTs, but that money's going to be used for other stuff. But yeah, I have Check and I have Fetch AI are two others that I have, and I have Caspa. So I have my high market cap, my middle tier market cap as well. And we'll kind of just see which ones outperform. So it's going to be on a weekly basis that I'll end up checking how much each one is worth and kind of do that. There's two different groups that I'll also keep updates in. Shout out to Walt and them with the Mr. Black Soldiers over there. That's kind of one that I post a lot of my calls and thoughts, and then Ray's group as well. I post different thoughts that I have there. Then NFT wise, I'll post it in both theirs, but also the TDA. I like to end up throwing different thoughts over there for them too. But yeah, that's mainly it. If I were to leave this off, I would say pay attention to the different ones that I have a part of my $1,000 portfolio. So it's 7 coins in the 1,000 portfolio. It's essentially 7 to 8K that I have over there. Kind of seeing how that's going to do. Then kind of just taking it a step deeper. I want to end up seeing what's going to happen with OMBs, because that's the goal. Half of this money is to go back into OMBs, Node Monkeys, Quantum Cats. So that's why I'm not marrying a lot of my bags. Another thing I have to focus on is this NVIDIA conference. So once that NVIDIA conference happens, I want to make sure that I sell some of the AI coins that I have, and I can get back into some of my bags that I do love. Again, I mentioned it at one point, I'll mention it again, but I want to end up having 2 Quantum Cats, a Node Monkey, and then hopefully a orange-eyed OMB. When I do that, I will consider everything in life a dub. Is that a lot of money? Yes, because currently 2 Quantum Cats are around, 0.35. So that's 0.7. Then a Node Monkey is 0.7. That's 1.4 Bitcoin right there already. And then kind of after that, OMB is probably going to be 0.4. And that's 1.8. So we're close to 2 Bitcoin. At that point, 2 Bitcoin is 140,000. Do I believe I can do that? Yes, absolutely. I just have to stay disciplined in order to get to that point and not take a lot of risks. So we'll see how it ends up going. I'll keep you guys posted on that, between the different challenges I have, holding on to this pudgy penguin, kind of just diversifying everything, because these next couple of months are going to be important. Remember, they always say sell in May, walk away, and then come back in September to remember. We'll see kind of how that part plays out as well too. But that's everything for Rolling with Hayes today. I appreciate you guys sticking around for episode 2. Till next time, be out.